Welcome to the Daily Influence, where our mission is to deliver a daily dose of positive influence that can uplift you personally or be shared within your sphere of influence. While not every episode may directly apply to your unique circumstances, we strive to provide insights and inspiration relevant to most people's daily, weekly, and monthly lives. Whether you are tuning in during the morning, noon, or night, the Daily Influence is here for you. Listen, share, and embrace the power of influence in your life.
Welcome to Daily Influence. I'm Gregg-Brooke Koleno. Thank you for joining us for your daily dose of positivity. Today on Daily Influence, we're thrilled to welcome Mara Heichman. She's a certified professional coach, or CPC for short, and an Energy Leadership Index Master Practitioner, which is ELI-MP for short. She is passionate about helping people uncover their potential and live their best lives. Through her work with Discover Your Potential, Mara empowers individuals to achieve clarity, overcome obstacles, and create meaningful change in their personal and professional lives. Her unique approach combines mindset mastery, energy leadership, and practical strategies to help people unlock their fullest potential. Mara's inspiring journey and impactful work make her a perfect guest to explore how responsible influence and leadership can create extraordinary results. Mara, welcome to Daily Influence.
Thank you so much, Greg. Thank you for having me.
I'm so grateful you're here, Mara. Can you share a bit about your background and what led you to where you are today with Discover Your Potential?
Yeah, sure. I went to college to be an occupational therapist, and I also am a bar and bat mitzvah tutor. And in any of those situations, I'm helping someone get from point A to point B, whether it be following an injury or a stroke, or whether it be preparing to sing in front of their family members and friends, and helping them get there and believe in themselves and decrease some of the fear that they might have and really improve their confidence so that they get to that point was always really important to me.
That's wonderful. Was there a defining moment or experience that inspired you to focus on personal development and helping others unlock their potential?
Greg, no one moment, right? Life is made up of so many little moments. And I look back, and as early as I can remember, I was reading self-improvement books, and I was listening to kids on the playground talk about their problems. I was listening to people in sorority talk about their problems. I was listening to adults talk. It's just been sprinkled throughout my life. And it really felt like it was something I needed to do in a bigger manner.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about a moment or experience where you felt you made a positive impact on someone's life, and then how that experience shaped your perspective on your work?
Recently, I had a mother and a daughter, and it was an adult daughter who had moved home, and mom and daughter were having some difficulties cohabitating, as many of us do, right? And they came in for 3 sessions. That's it. 3 sessions, and you could feel the change and shift in the room of their relationship over just that short period of time. And separately, they both reached out to me after our last session. I mean, the last session was meaningful and impactful, but they both reached out weeks later and talked about not only had their relationship, been tolerable, they were enjoying each other and they were spending time together really purposely, but they also felt that their communication had improved with their friends and their other loved ones and their job and their fulfillment. And you don't know what people's minds, what you might say or what might happen in one session and where that carries out. And to get that feedback is always really, impactful for me as well.
Sounds like you really had a positive influence on not only both of them, but the ripple effect that it had.
Right. I love it.
That's amazing. I love it too. Can you tell us a little bit about what your sessions consist of and how you achieve such amazing results?
I mean, so much of it is listening. I mean, I have to be an excellent listener and I have to be a non-judgmental space for people so that I can stay out of their story. I'm not the one who has to leave and go do A, B, and C. They need to want to go do A, B, and C, and that needs to feel right for them. And so really being able to listen and be non-judgmental and take their words sometimes back to them and challenge them in places where maybe they've said that they want something, but then they're not doing what they say they want. And I can call people's bluff too, right? It's important.
It's very important, and it's great to have that third party outsider there to help you see things in a different way.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
In your coaching, that self-awareness plays a significant role. How do you help individuals identify and embrace their unique strengths and areas for growth?
So much of it is, first of all, there's several assessments and tools that I use just so people get to really understand themselves better and what their values are and what makes them tick and what's important to them, and also what their fears might be or their worries or that noise that's contributing to them not getting what they might want. And so it's really, I think all of us have an inner knowing self. And so a lot of it is amplifying that and understanding it better and tuning out all the extraneous noise that might come from whether it be someone else, social media, our own fears, and really helping them know themselves better and stay true to themselves.
And every journey has challenges, right? Can you share an example of a professional or personal obstacle that you faced and how you overcame it? Perhaps using the same principles you teach others?
Which one, Greg? No, I mean, of course, I wouldn't be here, right? None of us would be here without all those personal challenges. If I had to pick one, just to think about my divorce about 8 years ago, it was just felt so big and overwhelming and where to go and what to do. And I hired a coach and I really tuned in to my inner self and figured out all those little things that amount to the big things that we want. And transitions happen all the time, right? But it's whether or not we're truly driving the wheel during the transitions or whether we're just kind of riding in the background and holding on. And I really wanted to make sure that I had the wheel, right? And so I think that it's important for people to be purposeful as they enter some of these challenges that we all face.
That is great advice. And energy leadership is central to your work. Can you explain what it is and how it helps individuals shift their mindset and achieve transformative results?
Yeah, so there's a gentleman named Bruce Schneider who developed an energy leadership index many, many years ago. And it's used in the business world, it's used with individuals. And it really helps people understand where they spend a lot of their conscious thinking and thoughts and where they might spend a lot of their unconscious energy and thoughts. And when someone walks into the room, whether their energy is, ready or whether they're, they've got their arms crossed and they're not able to engage. And so much of this is about bringing forth some of our unconscious thoughts and helping people understand and shift. And the nice thing about this index is you aren't just one thing forever. We're able to shift how we move through life. And when we change our thoughts, we change how we feel. When we change how we feel, we change how we're able to interact and what we do in the world. And so that energy leadership index is basically a way to give me a common language to work with my clients so that they really can give a word to their thoughts so that we understand how to move their thoughts in a better direction.
It's very interesting to hear you talk about this and look back in my life and like different events or situations that I was in, and I could see scenarios, whether it's myself or someone else, and you can like really see their energy. And many years ago, I was a pretty negative person. I had a chip on my shoulder and I could walk on the like suck the energy out of it, right? But that mind shift with all the coaching that I did and the therapy that I did really changed my mindset. And so
Right.
I can literally look back and see over time how changing my mindset totally pivoted my energy.
Right. And then it changed your life for in a positive way. Your life starts showing up in a different way because you are showing up in a different way.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the work that you do, Mara. You are having such a positive influence on so many people. So thank you for doing that.
Thank you. And thank you for doing this podcast and reaching so many people.
It's my pleasure. Mara, what message or words of encouragement would you like to share with our listeners who aspire to make a positive difference in the world?
I have two somewhat trite thoughts and sayings, but not really. And one is be yourself, everyone else is taken. And the other is know thyself. And my feeling is when people know themselves better, then they can be more of themselves. And when we're more of ourselves, we're more fulfilled, we're more positive, we're making more positive changes on other people and the world around us. And so as silly as it sounds, it's true, right?
It is very true. As humans, our most important responsibility is our influence. And that's the influence we have on ourselves and those around us. And if it's positive, it's a much better place to be.
Right. Definitely.
Mara, I am so grateful you're with us today. For listeners who want to discover their potential or learn more about your work, what's the best way for them to contact you?
You could go to my website at maraheichman.com, maraheichman.com.
Thank you for being here and sharing your stories and your advice. I'm so grateful for you.
Yeah, Greg, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you for being with us. If today's episode inspired you, make us a part of your routine by subscribing on your favorite platform and sharing with those around you to help spread the positivity. We appreciate your support. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.